welcome back to the channel. I'm a little behind on my videos. This is an intro for this part of the AMT 66 Fairlane convertible project. Kind of confused on some of my updates, and this update did not have an intro, so this is the intro for it. Enjoy it. We're making things. Alright, we'll catch you later. Bye. Okay, so after 2 hours of searching through stuff, all my old boxes, I finally found a fuel pump, which I'm missing also for this engine. I found the starter and a couple other pieces. There's the oil fill tube right there, and the coil, which I got put back on. And I did find a fuel pump of sorts, and I was filing it down to make it a fuel pump, and it went bling. And you would think on a hardwood floor you would be able to find something. Floor monster ate it, so who knows where it bounced to or pinged to, or because it hit my shoulder, my left shoulder, and I heard it hit the floor, and I turned around and yeah, who knows. Anyway, so today we're gonna make that. I don't have any others. Like I said, I searched for 2 hours through all my old parts, engine parts. It just did all the boxes. And no luck. So we're gonna make one. I have a whole bunch. An engine. I have some thin plastic sheet. I have a couple of different thicknesses. Oh, that may be the same. That don't matter. I have some rod. I done drilled the hole out in the block, so that stays. I found a piece to make an oil filter out of. That was the other thing I was looking for, was an oil filter. And I didn't have one, but I found something to make it an oil filter. And it's in this little bottle, because it was chrome. So it's in there, was totally awesome. So we're going to endeavor, I say that lightly, to make a fuel pump. I don't know. I haven't made one before, and we're going to do layers, I guess. So we're going to start with this piece, and we're going to make, I think that's this hole here. Yep. We're going to make a plate. That has there's extra things in there. Look, don't you go nowhere. Oh, must have been when I was making lights. As you can see, this comes with all the bits that fits all these holes. And I'm going to guess it's that one. I'm going to put them right back in there before I lose them. In fact, we can move these out of the way for now. We'll need them in a minute, but still. And the way this works is you put your plastic in with your hoe, then you whop it with a hammer. I use my little ball peen. And I don't know if you can see, there's the piece of plastic on the bottom side. I just keep tapping it until I hear a solid sound. Yep, there we go. I got something. Come out, come out. There it went through. This little one is so touchy to get through that hole. Sometimes getting it back out's a pain in the ass. I try not to. Yeah, it looks okay. Might need to take a file and true it up a little. I try not to hit it too hard. That side looks like it might be mushroomed out. What I probably should do is paint one side so I can use that side to hammer on all the time. Okay, first thing you do is you put it right back in the container. That way you don't lose it, Bruce. Okay, so we pull that out. Oh, the other thing I was looking for was shocks. And there you have one little piece. Oop. And I found these. I don't know what, and believe it or not, I found a pair. Where's the other one? It's there somewhere. Right there. I found, well, it's in the car. I found a pair, but I don't know if they'll fit or not because I haven't tried them yet. Otherwise, we'll be scratch building some of those. And that, out of 30 years of parts, them's the only ones I had. Well, same thing with the fuel pump and the oil filter. Lots of engines. None of them had those. And I bought a bunch of junk engines one time. None of them had those on there. Oh well. If you hear the dog barking, he's at the back door barking at something. Who knows? So we get Mr. Snipper Snips out. And we're going to attempt. I get the light just right. Let's see what I'm doing. Let's cut that off. And this is where things go pling. This is the first process of making it round. Well, it's not actually really round, it's kind of oval. Okay, oop. Microphone's in the way. Okay, so we're going to put that down. Do a little trimming. Wish I had two good eyes. Okay, we got that. I can't see. Stupid visor keeps falling down. I got a little bit round. Mr. File. I just left all my files out because I knew I was going to be using them. So we'll just start filing it down until we get it around this or the shape we want. Technically, it don't have to be that big, because it's got to go up in this hole. And look the part. I need to trim a little bit more off of it. I think we're done with you for the minute. What I'm doing is whittling this down a little bit so I don't have to sand so much. Okay, now we kind of got it roundish. Now we just need to flatten two sides a bit. Have I done this before? No. Okay. Well, I think we need to shovel them parts up there out of the way, or I'm going to lose them all. Where are you at? There you are. Okay, so we're back. I had to go take care of a puppy thing. And while I was gone, I did some more sanding. And there's kind of the shape I'm looking for, kinda. Although after looking at it on the camera, it's still not quite right. But that's okay. Because, let me put my eyeballs down. I don't know if you can see. I can't. It fits right in there, kind of. Well, we'll get it fitted in there. Let me sand on this a bit more. You don't want to sit there and watch me sanding on it. I'll be back. Okay, so we have this roughly sanded to the right shape, and it fits in there just fine. And now we need to put the 90-degree on that so we can start making more little circles and stacking them up. It's nice to have 2 or 3 different hobbies, because we're going to use this hobby, which is a soldering iron, and we're going to heat that up. See if we can get it to bend in a 90-degree. I made some jack stands once, and that's how I come to find out to get a 90-degree bend. Use a soldering iron. We're done with that, so we'll turn it off. As you can see, now we have a 90-degree bend. Just that simple. Okay, so we've been playing while you've been off doing other things. We've got a little bit of it done. It's it's an illusion. It doesn't look like a fuel pump. I got one more piece to put on right there. I used some hollow tubing. That's what that piece is right there. I've got one more piece right here to put on, and we're going to call it done. And then we're going to take a file and file it, shape it just a little bit better. The problem is with these little holes like this, you shove that through this hole maker. This hole's so small, when you shove any of these through there, it squishes that hole shut. So you have to take your micro bit and drill the hole back out. Hence the problem of them going bling, bling, bling. The last 20 minutes, I don't know how many of these I've made. I've chased, and I just made more. I got tired of chasing them. So after about 4 tries, I've got it this far. So be back when I get the next piece on there. Jeez. We haven't fun yet. Well, it's where you at? There you are. It's as done as it's going to get. I got a little more shaping to do. I'm waiting for the glue to dry, and we're going to call that a fuel pump. It kind of looks like the fuel pump. Does it kind of look like it? Yeah, close enough. It's an illusion, right? I was told that earlier today. I'm sorry, I had the mic out of the way. I was told today that this is all an illusion anyway. Well, we've got this done as much as we're going to get it done. It kind of looks like the fuel pump. Let me find the picture. Kind of looks like it. Well, that's the same size. It's the same size as the picture. It's just a tad out of scale. I still have some more filing to do on it, and I got it glued together. I'm waiting for the glue to dry. But as I was reminded late last night or earlier today, that this is all an illusion anyway. I think Mr. Ed said that. So we're going to finish that up. And we'll be back. Morning. So, now we need to make a brake booster. If you remember, the convertible was, I'm going to start calling it a convertible. The Fairlane was a glue bomb, and it was not all there. So we need to make a brake booster. Luckily, we have a new model that I can copy the parts off of. Also, we're going to have to, those shocks I found the other day are not going to work. So there's the shocks that come with the other kit. And we're going to make a pair of those too. So I've got set up. Oh, and we're going to need a radiator hose, top radiator hose, which is no problem. I'm going to use my solder, and I'll just bend and make one. I'm not going to try to make it out of plastic. So those are the parts we got to make today, and I think we'll have everything but a hood. Still looking on eBay. I found a hood for a 427 Fairlane. They want $10 plus $6 shipping. No. Be easy. I'll just rob one out of my other kits. So I have my plastic pieces. Let's see. Yeah. I got my calipers here. We'll show you what size it is. Okay, that's a 1.0 round stock. This is a 2.1. And this is 3.2. And then I have our I didn't show this yesterday. .4 flat stock and 1.0 flat stock. I have my hole punch jig pins out and ready to go that we're going to need. Okay, so we're going to have to make this little flange right here and this cap. This is all going to be solid, so we'll have to make this round with a hole in it. And then this other rod, and we'll glue it all together. We'll have to do that one the same way. Make the outside, punch a hole in it, and make the outside hole. I did mention also yesterday, using this thing and getting those holes centered up when you do a double punch is a pain in the kazoots. Because invariably you're gonna be off just a little bit on that hole, one way or the other. So it's never going to be perfectly round, just round-ish. Unless you got better eyesight than me. So what we're going to do is punch some holes and I'll bring you back. Okay, now I've got, I made these. As you can see, they're not quite round. So it takes several tries to get that done right. But you can save those if you like. That might be useful for something. But this is the finished product. It's not quite round, but it's close enough. We'll sand it down just a little bit. And as you see, it's pretty close. I just got this end done. Seems to be a little crooked. Wasn't. There we go, fixed. That is the piece that goes, I swear, that is the piece that goes right here this way. So we just put the other piece on top. What I'll do is I'll figure out where this is. I'll just put a flat spot in it and glue it together. And that'll look like a master cylinder. Kind of. If you squint real hard and lean to the left, hold your right arm in the air and stand on your left foot. Anyway, that's going to be funny looking. There we go. Okay, well, I finally got the brakes master cylinder done. This part here goes into the far wall. It looks kind of like the picture in the instructions. That, you know, the thing you put it together with. Yeah, there you go, Bruce. I drilled a hole so I can use my solder for the brake line. I took my pin vise and drilled a tiny little hole right there. For a half blind man, that's a pretty good job. I used my candle and my pick and made an indentation in that first in the center so that I could use this and it didn't walk all everywhere. Another tip from GrandpaMark's Hobbies. That guy's full of tips and tricks. Can't wait for his windshield repair video. Anyhow, I digress. Now we're going to make shocks. So we're going to do that and then we'll be back. Got to clean this up first. Well, started to make shocks and I realized that lights in the way. I can't see what I'm doing here. But you need the light too. But this bracket was broke off over here. So I had to make a new bracket. So I gotta wait for that to dry. We've got the stuff ready, kinda, to make the shocks. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, well, while you was out running the neighborhood, I've been busy working. Made some shocks. I got this one installed. I just used oh, there's time to eat supper. Take pills. I just used these 3 pieces of styrene round stock. The hard part is cutting that off of there without it going ping. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, well, pardon me for butting in, but I've spent the last 3 hours working on this 390, getting it back together. After being in a degreaser, I just pulled it apart with my fingers. Well, it didn't already fall off. Well, I got it all cleaned up, put back together. This was glued inside over this direction, so I moved it. Got this reset to the right place. And the oil pan was scooted forward just a little bit. So I'm not sure what they did. But this is the slush-o-matic transmission. So we'll have to see, because I use the standard on the other car. Like I mentioned earlier, they found out the hood was missing. I was so excited to get it. I guess I just didn't see it in the listing. And I spent the last 2 hours going through my boxes of junk, and I found this hood. It's off of a Ford. I have no idea, but it was a 76 something. A something. I dropped it, and it, so after 30 years, I guess it's a little brittle. I was thinking maybe I could somehow make that fit in there. It's, you know, it's just a tad wide, and when I was looking at it, it's just a tad short. But I don't know if this part's the same. I'll have to get the other hood out and measure. Maybe since I got to fix this, I can stretch it just a tad. I don't know. But we're going to look on eBay first, as soon as I get done recording this, and see what happens. Also, I did not come with any. Well, those I already had. I got it cleaned up. Did not come with a valve, air breather, so I got these. I dug out of my parts box. So we'll see which one of those I like. I'm thinking I like this one better. It's got a little bit of a profile to it, and I can take and paint this white, and it'll look like the one that comes with it. But then again, this one don't look bad. Well, you can tell that's old. I actually found another one to it. Did not have a starter. I found a starter. I may have to de-chrome it, or I may just leave it chrome and put it on there. I think that's what I'll do. Did not have a fuel pump, so I found this. Kind of looks like a fuel pump. Not positive, but that's what we're going to use it. And did not have an oil filter either, so I found this, and I'm going to make it look like an oil filter. As Red says, parts are parts. Go check out his channel. That's a great channel. Also, while I was digging, I found this. It just about fits. And I found this one. And it fits better-ish. Let's see, where's the end of it at? Right there. So, looks like I may do a little fitting on this one, make it work, or I may go with this one. That one actually looks more like what goes on it. The only thing is, it's not wide enough. So I'm not sure if I can cut this, spread it out a little bit. Anyway, that's all the future Bruce has for you. Back to the ending of the video. Beep. Okay, the hardest part is to cut that off without it going ping. I'm gonna paint these blue. They're gonna be Monroe shocks. Yeah, hey, why not, right? One could call them air shocks. I got a little cleanup to do on them. I mean, got a little glue right there, but that's okay. It'll scrape off in a minute. I'm waiting for that to dry. So that's all the updates I have right now for this project. Anyway, thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting below. As of this recording, we have 103 subscribers. Yay! That's a milestone for me, because at first I started out as 25 and then 50, and I thought, well, let's see, shoot for 100. So guess what? I guess 500 is the next one. We'll see what happens when I get there. I'm not promising nothing, because, you know, the cart and the horse. Or is it the horse and the cart? I'm not getting into that discussion. Have a great weekend, whichever it is, when I post this. God bless. Remember, be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. Good night. Goodbye. God bless.